Well, hello again, students. Today we're going to see the second conditional. Before we begin, I think that you know that there are the zero conditional, the first conditional, second, and the third conditional. Okay, in total are four, but today we're going to see just the second one. So moving on with the presentation, we have when are we going to use it? Okay, so the rule said that second conditional is used in situation or actions in the present or future, okay, which are not likely to happen or are imaginary, hypothetical, or impossible situations, okay? The second definition said that this conditional provides an imaginary result for a given situation. It is very unlikely that the condition will be fulfilled. What we are going to try to say with all of this that second conditional is going to be used in hypothetical or impossible or imaginary situations that are not going to happen. Okay, so moving on, we have the hidden gem that are the rules. So the second conditional uses the past simple after if, then, would, and the infinite. Okay, in a brief way to say it, we have if plus past simple plus will plus infinite. Okay, so we can use were instead of was with I and he, she, it. This is mostly done in formal writing. Okay, these rules are important for you to understand in order to use it correctly. Okay, so moving on, we have this structure that I want to be very brief with this, but it's really important. We can divide the sentences in two parts. Okay, the first part is the if clause, and the part will. You can start with if part, and it needs to be continued with the will part. But if you are going to use the first one, you need to use a comma because it's going to be what connects or separate your structure. Okay, and the second way to use it is you can start with the will part. Okay, and then you continue with the if part, but you are not going to use the comma because the if takes place of that comma. So moving on, we have some examples, very brief, in order for you to say what I was trying to explain you. If I won the lottery, I will buy a big house. I probably won't win the lottery. Um, if I had his number, I will call him. I don't have his number now, so it is impossible for me to call him. And she will travel all over the world if she were rich. Okay? She will pass the exam if she ever studied. She never studies, so this won't happen. Okay? Basically, these are the rules and the ways that you are going to use second conditional. If you have any doubts, please let a comment. Or if you didn't understand correctly, you can pause the video or um, start it again if you have any doubts. So that will be all for today, and thank you. Stop sharing.